All right.
Okay.
What do you
Well,
think?
anyways, we just started we have some topics right here. What are the topics?
Why we start YouTube? So, um, since we actually
Let's
have
start with the guest star. Cap, why did you start YouTube?
Oh, well, I guess I really wanted to start YouTube because I I saw how great of a community it was. Like I I really wanted to be a part of something, like making people laugh and telling jokes and just playing
Yeah.
video games was a big part of me growing up. So I wanted to share that, and I saw that there were communities in YouTube that were growing steadily. So I wanted a part of that. So when I was able to, after I got a pretty good setup, a microphone, and I got here in college, I started about last year. July 13th was when I first started, and I just actually hit my first year anniversary. And my first video was uploaded August 25th. So I'm celebrating 1 year, and so far I've got about like 34 subscribers if I remember correctly. So it's nothing too big, but I'm happy with the progress I've made. It's a lot better than I
Yeah.
originally thought.
um, well, I can't answer for Jack or Thief, but personally, the reason why I want to do YouTube is just because I think it'd be a fun opportunity, and I agree with Captain on the whole making people laugh and
I
everything
agree
like
on a
that.
lot of what Cap said though. I don't really know why I started YouTube. I think it was more of a on the spot type of thing, to be honest. Because
Yeah,
I was the
Yeah.
last one involved in the project, so I never really gave it much thought. I was kind of just like, "Hey, want to do a podcast?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." So
No, I'm not gonna lie. What happened was, B and myself, we have a lot of ideas we say we're gonna do and don't, and this is the first idea we've actually said we're gonna do and stuck to it.
but
So,
it's also because I just got a laptop, and honestly, I didn't know what the hell I was doing at first. I just Googled everything,
Oh yeah,
and
same.
yeah,
all this stuff
that's
is coming
like
together.
where when I did a lot of like the editing stuff on After Effects and all that. I mean, I did take digital designing class and stuff, but a lot of it was just fucking YouTube, like just searching it up because it's a lot of it was just searching up because it's hard to use different software and stuff to do the editing, and I still haven't gotten that. Right now, I'm trying to work on an audio equalizer and all that, and it's being a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and all the backgrounds and stuff. I just Googled like YouTube thumbnail software and stuff like that, and I made all that possible just by putting
And
all
we've
this
just
stuff
been
together.
using OBS to do
To do the
the
recording. We're just
recording.
using OBS.
Yeah, so am I. I'm using OBS for a lot of the stuff that I do. It's a pretty good program. In fact, the college that I'm going to, they have a VizCon program, so they're
Yeah,
big on recordings and stuff like that. And I found out today that there's a part in the library that actually has a full green screen and like a working recording setup.
that's
And
fucking cool.
like I walked in, I saw the green screen, and I'm like, has that always been there? And the librarian was like, oh yeah, some students come in here and record parts for their projects for their classes. And I'm like, can I use that? And she's like, are you paying tuition? Yeah. Well, then go ahead. Hell yeah.
That's really cool. Do they have
Just-
like I can see them having like a projector and crap too. Like
Oh
that's
yeah, we've got it all up here. The only thing
yeah.
that we don't have is
That's why.
like decent food.
I think that's just a school thing. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
College,
where you go. It's a
any
school thing.
It's just if you're still getting an education, your food tastes bad.
Yeah.
Well, it was really good coming from high school. Like we had terrible school food in high school, and
Our
like
high school isn't that
Relatable.
bad, to be honest.
Okay, it gets
Let's not
repetitive.
lie.
It gets
Yeah,
repetitive, but
come
we have
on.
multiple choices. It's just usually I choose the same food every time.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh yeah,
that's because it's the only good food that day.
I don't
well yeah,
know.
well except in my case, like okay, so when I first got here, they served the exact same thing every Monday and every Friday. Every Monday, it's chicken fried steak
Disgusting.
with mashed potatoes, right? And every Friday, it's fried catfish.
Oh.
What the
That is
fuck?
some-
Hold up, wait. This is very important to me. Was it fresh catfish?
Oh yeah, it's fresh.
Okay, see, that's very important.
Do you like
can't
live by
leave
the
out.
do you live by a water source or something to like?
No, they
It's
just
just-
like they move it in. Like
I was wondering if there's a reason behind it. Like, did they just get a lot of catfish, or
well,
they just
yeah,
like?
catfish is like a very big part of diets down here. Like whenever you go to a restaurant, there's more than likely catfish on the menu.
That's weird.
I'm actually really surprised that fast food joints like McDonald's don't serve catfish.
I mean, they serve like a fish fillet. which I don't
Yeah,
recommend getting
thief.
because it's normal. But whatever.
That's not fish, man. That's like human babies or some shit.
Hey, I don't eat fish. I don't do seafood. The most seafood I eat is shrimp.
I'll eat seafood. Like
I'll eat some seafood. I've never tried octopus, and I don't think I ever want to.
I've tried octopus. It's not bad.
Yo, I've
Tastes like
never
chicken.
tried octopus,
I've
but
tried
squid.
I've tried
Squid's
crocodile.
disgusting.
You tried crocodile?
Crocodile
Okay.
tastes just like chicken.
Hold on, shut up. Where did you try crocodile before you tried octopus?
I've never tried octopus.
That's what I'm saying.
I've tried
Like,
crocodile
how did you get
at.
access to crocodile before you did
I think it was at a
octopus?
fair. I don't remember if it was in here or if it was in Colorado.
I've tried catfish. I've tried lobster, shrimp, crab, octopus. I think I've had crocodile. I've had
Okay,
turtle. I've eaten turtle.
I've also had squirrel.
Like, I'm going to college for culinary, which is basically it's
Yeah.
cooking. I'm training to be a chef.
Is that what you're going to college for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said
This
that.
culinary?
Yeah,
He
I'm
just said
training
that.
to be a manager
very
of
funny.
a kitchen. So like when I go in for the day, actually when I first started college, I had a night class which ran from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and sometimes nights I didn't even get back to the dorm until like midnight or 11, and it sucked. But I'm really grateful to have the chance to come here because I've had some foods that I never had before, and a lot of them I don't really regret. Have you ever tried like fresh clam or oyster?
I've never tried clam, or actually, I think I've tried clam.
I tried both. It's not bad.
I'm not huge on seafood, but I've had some like smoked oysters
Hold on,
that
I'll-
were
Okay, but,
fresh,
like-
and they were kind of good.
I'll actually
They're
be right
alright.
back. I'm gonna leave Jap here for a second. I gotta go check
That's
something.
for a good idea.
All right. But like during one of my classes, we had meat fabrication, which is basically teaching you how to take like entire slabs of meat and break them down into portions, like steak, chicken wings,
Yeah.
everything that you eat or buy from stores. That's what they taught you to do, and we
So-
were on seafood.
So they taught
And
you
we-
how to like divide food into like those types of
Yeah,
parts.
yeah.
Like so they taught you how to divide it into the produce types kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah.
Basically, they taught us a whole bunch of tips and tricks for breaking down foods. But like, whenever we had seafood, we got an entire shipment in of clams and oysters, fresh clams and oysters. And the chef looks directly at the entire class, pops open each of these things, and then downs both of them without cooking any of them. And he goes, "If anyone can eat both of these without throwing up, you're golden."
Yeah, that one was.
We had people going up and trying it, and I tried it. I tried both of them, and basically all it is like a really slimy meat with
Ugh.
some salt.
So yeah,
That's
I was like, doesn't it taste really salty?
Oh yeah, it's not overpowering salt. It's not like you dump salt into it. It's actually like a really
'Cause-
nice taste.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure the clam I did try was raw. I don't know why. I think it was like we were. I don't really remember what the occasion was. I think I was actually with my dad at the time, and he was like, "Hey, want to try this clam?" Because it was like in the store.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, moving on.
Because we were totally on topic.
Yeah, we just kind of diverged from why you started YouTube, but
That's
The
just
eating
us.
clams.
what was your first video game or video game system?
Oh, me? Well, that's a very tough. Like, it's a tough question to answer. Like, I think it was the Game Boy Advance, or
Yeah.
it might have been like the GameCube. My first serious game console was the GameCube, but like my first Game Boy Advance was, or my first game.
So are we counting game systems or like game devices? Because that can be.
Just really anything you play games on.
Okay, well, I'll have to say my first would. I think it wasn't a Game Boy Advanced. It was the what was it? The
Game Boy
Game Boy,
Color?
not Game Boy Color.
Which is Game Boy.
It was the first foldable one. Can't remember the name.
Oh, I think that's the SP.
The SP. Thank you. Yeah, it was the SP, and yeah, I actually put SP on it because that's my initials. But yeah. Anyways, but I think my first console was a PlayStation 1. I think. It was either PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2, but I think the PlayStation 1 wasn't necessarily mine. It was shared.
Honestly, I think the first gaming console I had was an N64 or an NES. First game though I remember playing vividly was
I also had a Dreamcast.
probably Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Putting in cheat codes, running over prostitutes.
The good old jetpack.
Yes.
Yeah, we also had a Dreamcast because I remember we had Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Adventure 1, other.
Thief.
You know, like, oh, sorry.
I think my first game was like, I don't know. I had a Game Boy, right? That was like my first like gaming anything. And I think the first game I ever played, honest to God, was like Shrek 2.
Gotta start with those good old experiences.
I think my first game on the Game Boy SP was the Wario Land, whatever.
Wario Land?
Wario Land, whatever it was.
But my first gaming like console, although I've had an Atari before, I think before I even played that, I had a PlayStation 2, and the first game I ever played on there was either Vice City or San Andreas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like,
Oh, continue.
well, the way I got into gaming was actually a really weird story. The way I started gaming was completely out of spite. See, like, whenever I was a little kid, my mom used to babysit for this family that would live down the street from us, and during this time, it was around Christmas, and the kid was over at our house. We were watching TV, and a commercial came on for the Game Boy Advance, and the kid looks straight at my mom and goes, "You know, my parents are going to get me that because they can, and I don't think you can afford it. So Matt won't have it." And then, like, for some reason in her brain, she thought, "You know what? Fuck this kid." And then the next time he comes over, I'm sitting there just like 2 years old with this Game Boy Advance in my hand, just drooling over it and pushing buttons. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing at this point. But like the look on this, I just imagine the look on this kid's face when he like walks in, throws his bag down, sits down on the couch, looks over, and then just sees me there with this stark grin on my face. Because I don't know what's happening, but I just know that he is pissed.
I also had one of those PSPs.
Yeah.
Those PSPs are fun.
Honestly, if you didn't have a PSP, like, I don't know, you missed
I
out.
remember one year my dad bought, was it Madden? One of the Maddens, I remember. This was a long time ago. He bought the Madden for the PSP for me. And then literally that night it was on Christmas night or the night after Christmas, he stole my PSP at night and my Madden and played it. Up to him on the couch, still playing Madden on my PSP. Yeah.
That's because PSPs are the way to go, dog.
Dude, I remember I had WWE 2007, not 17, on the PSP. And I remember playing it all night and all day. And I didn't have an SD card at the time, so I couldn't let it turn off or anything. So if it did, I was kind of screwed. So what I did was I always left it on. I always let it charge. I always had it on the charger. It was basically like a desktop at that point. It never left my room. And it got to the point where I unlocked all the characters, got all the belts, got the highest achievement in the game, and then it died. Like, completely. It wouldn't turn back on. I was so sad. And then I literally got another PSP just because I found one at a pawn shop, and I put an SD card in it that time.
Right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I like did you have a PSP Fat or the Slim?
I started off with a really fat one, and I had a bigger case on it. So that way if it dropped,
Hold on.
it wouldn't hurt.
I'm sorry. Can we just acknowledge the fact you call it the PSP Fat?
Yes.
And not just, come on.
The PSPAT.
What?
PSPHAT. PSP Fat.
Yeah,
PSP.
with like a PH or
Yeah, PH.
Okay.
Not like an F,
Sure.
because an F is insulting, but a PH.
yeah, the F is insulting. Like
Yeah.
the PH is a compliment.
Yeah. like thick. There's thick, like, hey, that's a pretty thick ass ice cream, and then there's thick, like, hey, that's a
Yeah,
thick
I have
ass.
another story. My first PSP, it was a fat PSP, was actually
Same.
yeah, it got taken by my mom's ex or whatever. That was
I left mine at a restaurant. Someone picked it up, and I told him it was mine because it had my name on the back of it, and he was like, "Shut the fuck up," and just never gave it back. That was so sad.
Dude.
He later
I
got kicked out,
but I don't think I. It's a little hard to say, but I never had a PSP.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, dude. I went straight from like Game Boy to Game Boy Advance to Game Boy SP, and then I skipped like that entire gaming generation for a while. Went straight to DS, and then from DS to Wii to Wii to DSi to 3DS
See,
to Wii
another thing
U,
is-
and then Switch.
I never had a Wii.
I had a Wii.
Like I had an off-brand Wii console that was like those plug and plays.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
like Wii, but it was like spelt differently because it was like
WEE.
I don't remember how it was spelled, but it was spelled really stupidly. It was one of those plug and plays, and it only had like 3 games on it. But
so
yeah,
like,
'cause this is when I
just
was
trying to
really
imagine-
poor, so it was like we lived in my mom's dorm, so.
Wii Sports was the way to go. That's all I
Oh,
gotta say.
definitely.
Wii Sports and
Oh, yeah.
Wii Sports Resort. Like,
I didn't
come
play
on.
the Resort one though.
Shut up.
I played all of
I
it.
did.
Them's
I-
fighting words.
I know them's fighting words because like I never got the chance to play it, but I'm just having a hard time wrapping my mind around like an off-brand Wii console. Like, how do you spell that like OW or OUI? Like
I think
French
it was
for
like
Owie?
Owie?
I think it was like a W and then it was 2 U's, so it was more like
So-
It was a woo.
So if you did a commercial like the original Wii commercials, it was like we would like to play, or Ow would like to
Woo,
play.
we like to play. It sounds like a Mexican uncle. Woo, wahoo.
Yo, it's Jap's Uncle Woo.
So like the Wii commercials, they were always like really polite. Like they knock on the door, they open the door, and like we would like to play. I can imagine that commercial, like a family is sitting there in their living room, just having a nice day. All of a sudden, some guy kicks the door down. Oh, would like to play.
Like some guy in a rice hat and like just like robes, just woo, would like to play.
Okay,
See-
no, if we're doing it like this, we gotta make it like the most.
Did you guys ever actually have plug and plays?
Yes, I had.
I had like a Spider-Man plug and play.
Yeah.
I had a SpongeBob plug and play.
I never had the SpongeBob. I had the Spider-Man one. I had a Wally one, and then I had a Miss Pac-Man.
Oh, I had a Miss Pac-Man.
And I think I still have, it has like 150 games on it somewhere, either in this house or my dad's house.
See, I'm cool. I didn't have Miss Pac-Man. I just had straight up Pac-Man.
Miss Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man was like the Pac-Man if you couldn't afford Pac-Man.
They're the same. They were the same game. It sold you the mist. Like if you wanted the difference between Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, there really wasn't a difference. You just
It was
bought,
just a
like,
word.
Miss. Yeah, it was.
And
Miss.
then one has a damn bow, and the other one like has a penis. So
Now that we don't know.
It's like what? Isn't it like a 16-bit sprite, like the original Pac-Man? I don't know if it's 64 or 16-bit or 24-bit.
I think it's like an 8-bit.
I don't think it's 8-bit.
Is
No.
it 8? Then I'm way off. Never mind.
I don't know. It's one of the bits.
I'm not like
I think it's like
as
an 8-bit
smart as I
console.
should
It's an
be in
8-bit
arcade
thing.
consoles.
Well, we understand this considering.
It's
They
okay.
have
We
a
started a
PSP.
YouTube channel about a week ago, and I googled everything. So
Hey, it's learn as you go.
yeah, pretty much.
Hey, on top of that, you gotta admit, for 1 week, we're doing pretty good.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And just last night I learned how to screen capture while recording. So we might have new videos with like gameplay in it now.
Oh, cool.
And plus I'm looking to raise a little money to get an actual mic, so that way we don't have to use a headset or the mic from my computer.
Baby steps. baby
Okay, so we actually gonna do any of the other topics now? Because you've been avoiding that.
Yeah.
We
what-
just talk about whatever at this point. Come on, you know how it works.
Yeah. This is where usually the bullshit or just joke around section comes in.
How many of these have you been a part of, Jap? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was saying because it got kind of quiet, so I was like, "Are we gonna go on to the next thing?"
Yeah. So, favorite or worst high school / college experience?
Okay, so I've got stories.
Oh.
Of course you do.
Now, are these good bad stories or
Okay,
like
well,
bad good stories?
It depends on like how you want to situate it, right? I actually got the nickname Captain back in high school.
Well, loser.
I've had the nickname B since like 6th grade, so it's okay.
Well, I went through tons of nicknames, but Captain was the one that I actually enjoyed, and like I actually like started to call myself because my original nickname was Shaggy because it looked exactly like Shaggy from Scooby Doo. But like one experience that I had back in high school involved my old job. I actually used to work for a pawn shop, right? And one of these days, we had a guy come in with a megaphone, and he sold it to the pawn shop. Then I bought it. Well, you shouldn't give a megaphone to teenagers that have no clue what responsibility is. So we're testing out this megaphone. We're up on top of the pawn shop, which is about, I want to say maybe a 1-story building. Well, we're on top of this pawn shop, and my friend is up there, and he's testing out this megaphone, and all of a sudden, this Swan's truck pulls up to make a delivery next to the shop. Well, this megaphone's got a siren on it that sounds just like a police siren. So I step outside to check on my friend, and I had just found out that he had pulled over the Swan's truck and was giving him commands, impersonating a police officer. And like all I did was like step outside, and I saw this guy that was delivering for Swans on the ground crying because he literally thinks that he's being pulled over and they're searching his car for drugs.
Guys, I just found some graham crackers and I'm so happy.
Which actually we could add a little topic into this, like how we got our names. We just learned how Captain got.
You already know
Captain.
how I got mine. I just look Asian. Mine's a little self-explanatory, I think.
Yeah, Thief. Didn't we give you your name just because you're like an Xbox name?
Of course.
And actually,
He's black.
the reason why Jap we used to call it we call Jap is because we used to have this little system. We used to call all our names used to correspond with the word bastard. Like Thief was Thief Bastard, Jap was Jap Bastard.
Don't you dare lie to them. I was black in all caps.
Yeah, he was Black Bastard. But mine was.
Don't you go lying to them.
Yeah, shh. Okay, I'm trying to make it less racist than what it was. But mine was actually sinful, but I didn't really like that very much, even though I came up with it. And so.
Yeah, I didn't get the choice to like choose my name.
Because you're Jap. You're always
I
Jap.
didn't pick mine either. Shut up. Deal with it. I had to.
But
But your name you have right now, you got to choose. My name.
Okay, yeah, but that's because I had this name on my PlayStation before I was even a part of the group, so fuck you.
Yeah, but my name actually starts with a B, so we just kind of like, they started calling me B.
Yeah, bananas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Brian. You know what? That's it. Name drop. My name is Brian.
Brian Michael? Question mark?
No.
Just Brian.
Just Brian. I don't have a middle name or last name. Just Brian.
Brian Griffin? Question mark?
No, just Brian.
Just Brian.
Brian from Teen Titans with the brain.
I'm gonna slap you next time I see you. It's just Brian.
You know you're not gonna.
It's Brian.
Brian. My full name is Brian. Triple B.
Triple B. That's your new name. What up, Triple B? I don't really have a worst high school or best high school experience or anything,
to be honest.
Because like, I don't know. I don't really have much on that.
Well, since we're not really in college, we're still like sophomores in high school.
We're just gonna be sophomores this year, so I mean,
middle school.
Well, like college is. Let me sum college up for you. Basically, it's like high school, but I live here. It's practically it. It's really not as bad as they say.
So I'm in college because I live like a block away from my house, from my school.
You live a block away from your house, huh?
Yes, I live a block away from my house. I lived in the school, but
It's not in the block. You live across the street.
yeah, I live across the street from my school.
I live like a good mile, I think, from my school, and I walk to school every day. I actually got there an hour early because I had to catch a bus because I actually went. I didn't go to my high school for like half the day. I went to a vocational school, which is like where I started learning.
Like Votech.
Yeah, Votech. That's exactly it.
Yeah, so my mom has to take me to work. I'm at school, and anyways, yeah, she has to be at work like an hour, like before I have to be in school. So I usually get to school like an hour early. So,
You could just go to my house.
but you'll just be asleep anyways. I
Knock
don't
on
want
the
to
window.
sit there.
I wake up. Thief wakes
fucking-
me up in the morning because if I don't wake up, then
But
I
anyways,
don't go to school.
yeah, my mom's a
I can't
phlebotomist,
lose my
so like,
gaming buddy.
yeah,
Yeah,
no one knows what a phlebotomist is.
they draw blood.
Yeah, I
I
know.
learned
I
what
haven't
it was
told you
like
that.
the other day.
No,
you
before
didn't.
you told me it.
It doesn't sound like that's what they do, so I always ask. If it's more than 5 letters, what's that?
But worst. Actually, we kind of covered the worst high school experience I've had in the first episode, so I'm gonna go with middle school. 8th grade, somewhere around the middle of the school year, I was messing with my little brother. I put my leg up on the couch.
I remember.
I put my leg up on the couch because like my knee was hurting or something. I don't even know what. I think I went to go tie my shoe, and he just full on ran and jumped on my leg and dislocated my knee.
Ouch.
I had to wear a knee brace for a good like 3 or 4 months.
See, like, I know it sounds weird, but I wish I had that or an experience like that. I've never broken a bone.
Me neither.
Same. Same.
I just dislocated.
Okay, there's
a lot
kind
things.
of there's a little thing to that. Is I've never really broken any like serious bones or anything. The only thing I've ever broken is my pinky toe. I stubbed my toe so hard, I literally broke my pinky toe.
See,
Like I didn't go to the doctor or anything for it because I couldn't tell. But now my pinky toe is not only bent in the wrong direction, it's like twice the size of any of my toes.
Mine
So-
curves to the right and then on the left, so they
Sounds
curve
kind of funny.
to the outside of my foot.
I've never had anything like that. Like the worst I've ever had was like I broke a window at a friend of mine's house, and then 2 months later I impaled my knuckle on it, like my middle finger knuckle on the broken window. I had to go into the ER and get stitches. That's the worst thing I've ever done. But like all my friends have done something that has either like wounded them or they've broken a bone.
I
All right.
stepped
I
on.
wisdom tooth pulled. It's the only stitches I've ever gotten.
Right here, I'm about to take the cake, okay? This one time, I was climbing up on some railing helping B's mom move, and I accidentally barely cut my arm. Nothing really happened.
Okay. Let's see. I've actually stepped on a lot of things that have punctured my foot. When I was 8, I stepped on a nail and it punctured my foot and kind of messed with the nerves. I can't.
Like 3 days ago, you stepped on.
Like 3 days ago, I stepped on a nail again, and then a couple months ago, I stepped on a sewing needle that was in my bedroom, and it snapped in half in my foot. And I walked around like for 8 hours throughout the day with the needle still in my foot, without knowing it was in my foot. Till I got home and put a magnet on my foot, and it was hanging there. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never really had anything like that happen, but my brother Cass, just his nickname I gave him when we were kids. But yeah, anyways, he not only stepped on glass that went through his foot, that happened, and then like a week or so later, he stepped on a bee's hive, like an entire fucking bee's hive, and had his foot swollen with a hole in his foot from stepping on a glass. So he had to go to the ER to not only for a swollen foot, but for glass through his foot.
And you call your brother a genius.
He's a genius, but that's not the point.
He's just a klutz.
He's not even that clumsy. I'm the worst in the family. I broke my toe stubbing it. So, yeah.
What's next?
Looks like things that annoy you.
Jap.
Yeah, fuck you guys too.
No, something that annoys me is like whenever like someone younger than you think that they have higher authority than you, or someone who's older than you doesn't show enough authority.
And okay, it's not just that, but it's more of like when someone's older than you and they show so much authority, and it's like for like a subject that they don't need to do that for.
Yeah.
It's like definitely with something that you're better at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just think because they're older, it means they have the right over it.
They have the right to be white. Same difference.
Yeah.
No, like another one is how kids act so damn bratty nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you referring to your brother on all of these?
Yeah. I'm referring to my brother on all of these. My younger brother, at least.
Terrible brother, let me tell you.
Kind of.
Yeah,
He
he's a bit
can
of
get
an
annoying. He's
asshole.
not bad. Catch him on a good day, but if you
He's a bit
don't,
of an asshole.
he's
to
a
be
bit of an
honest.
asshole.
Yeah.
Nothing really annoys Jab because Jab's just Jab.
I don't really have much on this subject either. People annoy me.
Okay,
Just
I
in
said
general.
that already, so fuck you.
Oh. Yet again, I didn't hear you. Yeah, I stole your subject thing again.
No, you always do this. I say something and it goes over your head, and so I put the idea in your mind and you repeat it. That's like the third
Hey,
time in the
Jab,
past
you
2
have
days.
Thief talking directly in your ear.
Yeah, I know, and it still goes over my head.
It goes through your head.
It goes through
in
my
one
head.
ear, out the other, just gone.
I don't know. I don't really have much there's a lot that annoys me, but there's nothing I can really think about right now.
Bro, you know what annoys me is when people clap, like when they're mad.
Boo boo. You best not.
What did I just tell you? Don't you come for me.
Or people treat you like an animal. You know
Yeah,
what I
like,
mean?
oh, come here. It's like, look, I'm not a damn dog. If you want me to come here, say, hey, bro, I need to show you something.
Yo,
Don't.
or when they whistle for you.
Or the overuse of the words like bruh, where
Bruh.
someone just bruh.
Bro, you would not believe, bruh, trust me,
Or
bruh, you would not believe,
like,
or
you
when
would
people
totally-
overuse the word yeet, or just
Yeet.
say the word yeet in general.
Yacht.
Yacht's just a ship.
Yacht is a ship.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's just a ship. That's not even like a.
Anything on the subject, Captain?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like the one thing that really annoys me because normally I'm a happy-go-lucky person, right? Nothing gets on my nerves. I'm a decent guy, right? I don't care about anything as long as people leave me alone and I get to do my work, I'm fine. But the one thing that annoys me above all else is just when people are just rude for no freaking reason, or like when kids are just rude for no freaking reason.
Just because they think that they can be.
Well,
This
kind
might
of
be
in a
the
sense,
wrong podcast for you, bud.
Well, no.
See, we do it in a playful way, like a friendship.
Yeah,
you're our friend at this point, so it's like this is how we treat our friends.
I understand that, but like back in high school, there was this guy. I don't even know what his issue was, but he'd walk into a room and he'd immediately have a problem with every single person in that.
Hey, we know someone like that.
We know one very specific someone we've covered in the podcast before.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the world has that someone.
Yeah.
No.
My stepdad. I live in kind of like a shitty household, just to say. Like,
your mom's chill.
My mom's nice, yes, but like, I have an issue with my stepdad. Like growing up, I think I've lived with him for like 10 or so years now. Never talked to him once in my life, really.
I don't blame you.
10 years I've lived in the same household as my stepdad, and he ignores me. For 10 years, I've never really talked to him. He literally ignores me.
I don't blame you.
So it's like
I said hi to him one time. He gave me a mean mug, and then I flipped him off and pissed on him.
Yeah, it's not that he can't talk. It's that he chooses to hate me. Like there was one argument or whatever where I overheard my mom and him argue or whatever, where he called me the spawn of Satan.
Hey, that's a lot better than being a dickhead.
Huh.
I was like a little extreme or whatever. But yeah, that's one thing that annoys me is like the whole hating someone for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Because I live with that pretty much my whole life now, and it's like I don't know. It doesn't get on my nerves as much anymore. But it's not just that. It's that he chooses to still annoy me. Like he still chooses to like start shit all the time. Like he'll get me in trouble all the time with my mom and stuff like that.
He actively attempts to engage you just to piss you off.
Yeah, and then I can't talk to him about things because he ignores me. So
yeah,
that's when you take a shit in his pillowcase.
He's also highly allergic to animals, so if I were to ever kill him, it'd be a hamster in his pillowcase. So
Don't say that now, because if you do it, look, now they're gonna know exactly.
Well, you just swap
Maybe
the
I'll
hamster
just
for like a guinea pig or something.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Those white mices or whatever. Little white
So it's like
mice.
it's the same concept, different animals. You can't prove it's the same.
Exactly.
Boom.
Or they just
Alright,
put it in a different area, like under his
Just
bed or something.
yeet a damn cat at him while he's driving.
All right, but
Just
guys,
fucking like roll in a bunch of hair and then like trip on him. Because no one wants to hug him or anything.
No, go
Just,
pet
like,
my dog Spike. Just go pet him, love on him for a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, there's a funny thing that happened where apparently he made fun of my hair because I have really long hair to my mom, and then I kind of brought it up and I was like, he's probably just jealous because I have hair. I said that loud enough to where I knew he could hear it and I almost dropped his name, but to where he could hear it and it was really funny. There was also one part where so it's not that I've never talked to him before. There's one time where he actually yelled at me, but I didn't say anything back. There's a time where I tried to ask him something and he said what because he didn't see who it was at first, and then he turned around and saw me. Then he just turned back around and walked away. And then there was another time where it was I called him an ass, I think, really loudly to my brother. And Kevin walks in. He's like, "Oh, you guys trying to talk behind my back?" And I was like, "Well, you're right there." So apparently I wasn't talking behind her back very well. And then he just chose to ignore me and walked away again.
I pissed all over his lawnmower.
Yeah, that was another thing. B was at my house and he asked if he can go to the bathroom because we were outside or whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, just piss all over my stepdad's lawnmower."
Now, whenever you said piss
I was
all over his
kind of
lawnmower,
meaning more like piss on his tire or something.
No, I pissed from the beginning to the tires to the seat, pissed in the battery, and then pissed all over the back.
That lawnmower a lot. I mean a lot. So I was like, the lawnmower I was talking about was actually the one that he never uses, but like I mixed it up because he actually switched where he puts them. So that's why you were like, yeah.
I didn't care. I pissed all over.
I don't care either. I thought
It
it
felt
was
nice.
pretty funny.
It felt really nice. Just saying.
Ah, man, I haven't really done much to I haven't really pissed him off lately. Because lately, okay, he set up cameras all over the house that apparently catch me doing bad things. But my stepsister, she is actually not the best child, to be honest. She's kind of
Rebellious.
Drug addict. What?
Oh, I just thought she was a hoe.
Oh, that too. But
I thought we were looking for the word white.
yeah. Anyways, she came home drunk a couple times. That was a little problem. Yeah, she's like 2 years, something around there. 4 or 2 years older than me, something like that. But anyways, I haven't really done much to annoy him lately, but he set up this whole cameras all over our house to catch me doing bad things. But lately, he's just been catching his daughter doing bad things. So it's been more of like a plus on my side. Because every time, apparently, I do something bad, I'll just say, "Look at the footage." And that's like, just so you know, this isn't me and him talking. We go through my mom, like a kindergarten relationship.
Here's a little public service announcement. I just broke the back of my chair. So yeah.
You just took out the back and showed it to me.
Yeah, the
That's
back
nice.
the back of my chair is broken. I have to fix that in a little bit. Next one.
Wait. On the topic of when we all said Larry, Captain, you said you listened to the first podcast, right?
Yeah, a little bit of it. I don't really remember a lot of it. I was actually cleaning the dorm room while I was listening to it.
For the loser. Did you manage to catch the part about Larry? Do you remember anything about that?
Vaguely. The name sounds familiar, but I don't think I remember anything like in.
Okay, so we're talking about people that do things rude just because. And I also didn't really say anything on worst high school experiences.
Guys, we'll be back.
And that's the motherfucker that threw coffee on me.
Coffee?
Yeah,
At
coffee.
7:45 in the morning.
And then caused me and Thief to be late to the class.
Okay, yeah, that's a dick move. I think, like, touching on like worst experiences for high school, they probably have to involve the one person I was talking about. You know, walks into a room, immediately has an issue with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any class that I had with this person, I automatically despised. And at the beginning of the year, it was my last year, it was senior year. At the beginning of the year, I was like, great, now I have class with this guy. I am going to hate this class. But I had a couple of my friends in there. So in the middle of the year, we just kind of conspired together and we're like, okay, so I have a plan, you guys. And normally they're just like, all right, sure, what's up? And I looked them dead in the eyes and I go, we're going to pull off the greatest thing ever. Just the three of us. And they go, all right, what is it? What's the job? What do you need? And I go, no, it's nothing that we need to do. It's just whenever this guy walks in, do whatever you can to piss him off. Just make his day absolutely miserable. So every day was our job just to piss him off. And it was like the greatest thing ever.
Okay, see, we can't do that because he'll show up to school.
Okay, well, yeah, that's terrible.
Definitely.
I'm not joking,
definitely.
though. Like, I'm not joking. If anyone did it at my school, it'd be him. And also, see, I can't be in a class with him and any of my friends because, let's just say, it will not end well.
Yeah, because if Steve has I in the class with him and Larry.
That's one thing I hear is like next year
Getting classes with him?
Not just classes with him, but just who I'm going to be classes in with. Like, what if I ended up in old classes with none of my friends? Because that's going to suck a year.
Oh, math, I got you.
My school year.
I did fail math, you know that. That's why I went to summer school.
Oh, I didn't. I couldn't afford it. But,
Summer school's expensive.
yeah, it is.
Not really, actually.
No, that shit's expensive. Not for you, Jap.
It wasn't for me because we had some insurance or whatever.
Yeah, I don't got insurance.
It wasn't even our insurance.
You know what I got?
It was my stepdad's.
You know what I got?
Because we mooch off of him sometimes.
You know what I got? $20 underneath my mattress in the house.
I have $10 in my wallet.
I don't even have that. I have my driver's permit.
I don't have a driver's permit.
Yeah.
I'm going to driver's ed.
I already got my permit. First
I
try.
have $50 in my wallet because I guess we're talking about what's in our wallet.
Yeah, Allstate. What's in your wallet? Yo, can you imagine we got sponsored by Allstate? That'd be the shit.
Okay, we have like 10 subscribers. Don't get ahead of yourself.
One of them's like some Allstate dude.
Actually, we have 13. We have 13 subscribers. Shout out to those 13 people. That only 2 of them are probably going to watch this podcast.
I have a thanks for shopping at Five Below coupon in my wallet. I also have a picture that says Tremendo and has Thugs Bunny on it. Thank you for that, Roy.
Fuck you piece of shit. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I still have that.
I have a picture of Sandy in my. Don't question why.
I have a picture of my dad, my mom, and my older brother when they were really young.
Okay, but that's family.
So I only have room for one picture.
Sandy's Asian.
It's my ID. It's my library ID from like.
I wonder if I have any weird shit in my wallet. What about you, Captain? You got any weird shit in your wallet? I guess it's a new topic now.
Yeah, let me check.
I have a free slice of pizza Casey's in my wallet as well.
I have my stepmom's.
I don't know what this number goes to, but it's in my wallet.
I have my stepmom's employee card for a grocery store down here. I have my social security, my library card.
Known worldwide as white boys or something like that, or whites.
What?
Yeah.
That place, whites. Like that's her whatever her thing is. Yeah, that's what people who.
Her employee card? That I get the discount?
You said the grocery store that she works at. It's known worldwide as whites, but it's only called that here.
It's just an off-brand,
Dylan?
like... Yeah, it's Dylan's.
Okay. Never mind. Anyways.
Oh, I have a SpongeBob-themed power card from Dave & Buster's.
Ooh. That's a lot more interesting from what I've got. I've got $3, hashtag college life.
Hey, that's actually the meme. The one with Patrick. It's like college. I have a week-old hamburger, and then it's just him saying that with $3. I have $3.
Yeah, I've got $3 and a Joker card from a deck that I rigged.
Nice.
All right, now I have to go find my wallet. Let me see what I have in.
What's this Joker card go to?
You see, during high school, I actually ran a bit of a business. We'll call it that. Okay, so playing cards was strictly against the rules, but I was short on cash, and I'm rather fond of money. So I brought poker chips.
Who the fuck isn't fond of money?
You'd be surprised actually. But like, I brought poker chips and cards to school, and in our downtime, we'd actually play cards. No, I never got any money because we were that group in school that the teacher always kept an eye on. Not because we were bad kids, but we had the opportunity, every opportunity to do something tremendously stupid.
I feel like that's me and you.
I feel like that's us because
Remember that one time
started
in
a
math
podcast.
class where we had that shitty substitute
And we just watched
teacher?
Hulu the entire class.
Okay, no. They gave us that assignment, and I drew that one dude on the back of my paper. That was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was like some meme or whatever. I drew over, like, just covering the entire backside of my worksheet, and he just had his hands up in the air, like, what the fuck motion. And that was, yeah. I actually handed that in to the teacher, and the teacher gave it back to me, and I don't think she said anything.
I think she commented on it.
I don't think she commented on Instagram, actually. So I guess I could just go back and look.
I actually have an experience similar to that, but the teacher actually commented on it. It wasn't in school or high school. It was back in elementary school when I was like still learning to like read and write. And we had a weekly spelling test, and I dreaded spelling tests. And I knew I was gonna fail it. So like I put a message on the top of the paper next to my name. And I can't remember how exactly I spelled it, but I attempted to spell "please give me an A." And then when I got it back, I got an F, got every single question wrong. And then she even graded my sentence for "please give me an A" and told me that I needed to work more on my spelling.
Damn. But me and Jap had math class together last year.
I found the thing, so I'm just gonna like screenshot it and then post it to the Discord. It wasn't fuck, it was just a question mark, but same difference.
But
I'm posting it to just chit chat.
The substitute was really trash. I mean, he couldn't figure out Jap's last name.
Yeah, my last name is fucking hard for some people.
For some people, for me, I got it. I understood how to say it.
Yeah, so my girlfriend, who I've been dating for a year and a half now, for the first year or so of our relationship, she didn't know how to say my last name. She didn't want to ask what it was because she felt like that'd be rude. So she was waiting for me to say it. So for a little less than a year, she was just waiting for me to like bring up my last name. I'm pretty sure when I brought up the fact that a teacher got it wrong. That's how I brought it up. I've had a teacher once spell my first name and my last name wrong in like a whole sentence. Like, when she wrote it down on a paper, that was funny.
Oh.
She wrote my first name the stupid way. I'm not gonna say my first name, but yeah.
But
okay, you want?
Oh, continue.
Do you want to know something stupid? It's on the topic of name, but you want to know something like really stupid? So like, whenever I was still in high school. And let me just say, I've been going to this school for about 13 years. All right, so kindergarten all the way up, or like pre-K kindergarten all the way up to like senior year. So it was my 12th year there. Me and my cousin both have names that start with M, right? So our first initial and last initial are the exact thing. So for some reason, you'd think that after at least a year of going to the exact same school, teachers would get who's who, right? And we look nothing alike. We're complete opposites from each other. But people always insisted on calling him by my name and me by his name. It got so bad at one point, whenever they wanted one of us to go to the office, they'd call both of us and then send the one they didn't want back.
It's okay.
It was extremely aggravating because like I'd get out of a year of school and I'd go to my next year. Like I was in 8th grade and I got to 9th grade and I was like, oh, I'm so happy I'm out of that year. Maybe they'll get my fucking name right. And I sit down, first day of class, bright and ready. I got my pencils, I got my textbook. I'm ready to sit there and do nothing the entire hour. And the first day of fucking class, teacher looks me dead in the eyes and mispronounces my name completely. Calls me by my cousin's name and then they go, what's wrong? And I go, that's his name, not mine.
It's okay for a majority of middle school because Larry and I was really close friends in 5th grade and we had the same exact hairstyle. People always called me Larry. So yeah, looking back on that,
I'm so sorry.
I wanted to, and then whenever me and my older brother went to the same school, they always mistaked him and I, even though we look nothing alike. I'm a bit chubby and he's pretty damn fit. So, like, yeah.
Hey, B, you want to go respond to Lord? I don't know what to say to that.
What do you say?
He asked what. Yeah, you do that.
He said he's not gonna make one today or something like that.
And which one? Because like,
Didn't chit chat.
hold up. I'll just let him know that we're almost done with this one, seeing how we are sitting at 50 minutes now.
Are we for real?
Yeah, we're sitting at 49.
I really like this
47.
podcast. We have to do more
Right.
podcasts with Cap though.
I
This has
did.
been pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like this. This is
The one I
pretty cool.
knocked over.
This is probably one of my
Something else.
favorites that we've made so far.
Did you
with this
steal one of my
episode.
pencils?
That's my
This
pencil.
is yours?
Because we have the
Okay.
exact same art set. Cross like
Okay.
these ones off.
I swear to God, if you two aren't using royal pencils,
Oh, we are.
I'm
We
just
are. I made sure to
gonna
grab
both
that.
y'all. Very important. So a Cap, I don't know if we mentioned this, but we only use certain things because it goes with the theme.
Oh yeah.
So, like, Jap, I just happened to have this pencil called, like, Royal something
Royal graphite
chilling at
pencil.
his desk. Yeah, Royal graphite
I have a
pencil
set
just
of them.
chilling on his desk. And I'm like, okay, from here on out, we can only use these pencils.
So like,
No more.
you can only use that brand of pencil because it associates with your group.
Because it says Royal and it had a picture of a crown next to it.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. Like, my situation's kind of different, but it's similar, but it's kind of different. Whenever I plan to go into YouTube, I actually plan to go alone. And whenever I first started Votech in high school, I met a guy, and we became fast friends because we were both nerds. We liked playing video games, and we both wanted to start a YouTube channel. And we wanted to do a YouTube series. And it kind of escalated from there. And I met his friends, and then they were like, "Hey, we're doing a YouTube channel with like all of us. Do you want in?" And I'm like, "Well, shit, sure. I have got nothing better to do." So they're the ones who actually did the art on my character.
Yeah.
I had the nickname, I had the concept before I joined, and they're like, "Hey, we got someone who can do art, and do you want us to do the artwork for your character?" And I'm like, "Dude, fuck yeah." So they went ahead and did the artwork, and the group that I'm associated with is called Pixels, or the Pixelated Studios. So each one of us are known as the Pixels. And whenever we were first designing our characters, they asked me what color I wanted, and the colors were yellow, white, and black. So I chose white as my primary and black as my secondary. So from that point on, all I wore were white shirts. Do you know how terrible it is to have a wardrobe consisting of mostly white shirts?
It's pretty bad. One time I tried dressing up as my dad for a while. That was difficult. Exact same attire except for t-shirts. I wear any t-shirt I could find. He wears either strictly black t-shirts or strictly white t-shirts. No in between.
See, I'm in that same situation, but white t-shirts are a bitch to clean.
I know.
Actually,
Yeah.
You got
we had a
soak them bitches in bleach.
we had a situation a little while back. Me and my cousin, who are now dorm mates, are going to the same college, and I had just gotten some money in. So we went out to eat, and we were eating pizza or
Oh.
calzone. So I said, "Hey, don't worry about it, you guys. I'm gonna be nice since I got some money. I'll buy dinner." So I was like, "You guys want calzone?" And they're like, "Sure, yeah." So I went and I bought 2 calzones, and like we were about to sit down. We just got our drinks. We're about to sit down and eat. And he looks at me and he goes, "Dude, you want to go get some marinara sauce?" And I go, "Sure, man, I got that. Don't worry, I got it." So I go in there and I get 2 things of marinara sauce, and I come back out and I hand him this marinara sauce, and I sit down and I'm just so happy. I've got money in my pocket. I'm eating a meal with my friends. Today's a good day. For whatever fucking reason, he stands to open this fucking marinara sauce, and I'm actually progressively getting worse on cursing because I'm actually very angry about what happens next. He opens the marinara sauce and fucking drops it.
That reminds me of that one time I sprayed ketchup on that kid. Remember that? It was in
Yeah,
the lunchroom. Okay, so these ketchup packets were just the stupidest thing to open. They had 2 ways to open it, and one way almost guarantees you're gonna squirt it out at someone. So I opened it up from that side for whatever fucking reason, and squirted like across the table because I was sitting like on the other side of the table, whatever, to the next table over and sprayed all over in this dude's hair and on his white shirt and
Oh, dude.
I remember this time I was sitting at lunch and like I was sitting there and someone goes slide someone else milk from the table behind us or in front of us at the time, and so whenever it slid across our table, it smacked into my soup bowl, and the soup spilled all over this brand new shirt I got, and I got pissed. I mean, it got to a point where the kid was starting to like get worried that I was gonna like kick his ass or something, and then
You
whenever,
bet yourself, right?
yeah, but like as I was walking towards the table, there's a chair in my way. And I told people, hey, move the chair, move the chair, move the chair. Nobody moved the chair, so I said, fuck it. I just kicked the damn thing. And it flew and hit one of the windows and made like part of the lunchroom go quiet. Yeah.
Hey, at least you know how to assert yourself, right? You said move the chair, no one listened to you, so you made your presence known, man.
I moved the chair. If nobody moves the chair, or if I can't move the chair and nobody else moves the chair like for me, even though I asked like multiple times, that chair is getting moved, whether they like it or not.
Dude, that's completely understandable.
I just want to say I can't relate to a single thing that's going on right now because all my shirts are colored.
Hey, I stepped on your shoes a
and
lot.
they all have a design.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, I don't have to wear white shirts. There's no.
I'm wearing a 5 Finger Death Punch shirt. I usually have like band shirts.
I'm
and
wearing
crap.
a regular show shirt that says "Haters gonna hate."
I have an American Capitalist 5 Finger Death Punch shirt on right now.
That's like one of my favorite albums.
Yeah. I wanted to get one of the new ones because
I have some.
For All
I have
or whatever.
some.
I want to get that new. I want to get that album.
It was the Justice for All is Metallica.
Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted that one too.
I think it's
Mom
like,
has the record for that.
Yeah, I think it's like Justice for None or something like that. But I have a Joker T-shirt on. It says Dead Man's Hand. I actually like it.
I am wearing a white T-shirt for no particular reason. I'm not required to wear white shirts just because the character that I'm assigned to or my character wears white shirts because my color is white. Like my friend Scotty, he's green, so all of his stuff is green. My friend Magroff, he's purple. All of his stuff is purple. My friend Glitch, his stuff is blue, and our friend Waffles, her stuff is orange. So whenever I'm writing scripts, that's my job. For Pixelated, I write scripts for our animated series. But
so for the animation, they do like on the computer. They do like tablet art, like they do it on the computer.
I think
Wacom tablet.
Yeah, because a Wacom tablet's what I have, and I was gonna do some editing on that. Because the Wacom tablet, I feel like is everyone's first, because it's like the cheapest one you can get. And it's one of the best ones you can get.
I think they use that, and then they use Fire Alpaca.
Yeah, Fire Alpaca is what I have.
Yeah.
The only problem that I'm having is I can't transfer Fire Alpaca files from Fire Alpaca to OBS and some of the other crap.
So what I think is I'm going to draw the heads that's on the Instagram or on the picture that we just sent you, all those little heads. I'm gonna draw those tonight on Jap's laptop and like put all those together and put them on one of the pictures.
You can't get the drivers to work on his.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like you have an HP and I have an Alienware. So much of a.
It's not really a.
There's not. I don't think there's like
a brand issue.
A brand issue or anything. If anything, I'd have a problem with mine because mine's kind of a weird brand.
I guess we could pick a topic where we could try and talk about it for a while.
Where did you grow up? Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a little.
Okay, well, the thing where I grew up is I don't live there now. I grew up in
how would I choose that just so that way, like, we don't really give away where we live, because that'd be a little.
Well, to be fair, none of us still live. I don't know about Captain, but the three of us don't live where we grew up.
I don't live where I grew up.
I'm kind of in a weird situation on that. Like, I actually lived in two different places when I was little. I lived up north.
Only two? What a loser.
And then I live in Oklahoma, and I grew up in a small town in Oklahoma. But it's like up in the air. I'm not living there now because I live on campus in the college. But yeah,
I think because Oklahoma sucks.
Oh yeah,
below.
It's so boring.
Wisconsin makes me think of.
Oh no! It's not even
that 70s show.
Oklahoma sucks. I don't like it.
Oklahoma's so whack.
Dude, it's terrible.
I grew up in the middle of Texas, like the dead middle of Texas.
I grew up in the top rightish corner, like by Fort Collins in Colorado.
I grew up near Fort Hood.
I also kind of grew up like in the Springs with my dad,
Yeah.
but not
But I moved from the middle of Texas when I was 11. I moved there up to Kansas, where we live now, and I've been living there for the past like 5 years.
Kansas.
5-6 years.
Does.
But
I want to move back to Colorado, to be honest.
in Texas, I lived in like 6 different places. It was terrible.
God, yeah.
It was so bad.
I had that problem with Colorado with my dad because he moved all the fucking time because he worked construction, so he kind of had to move all the time.
Ew.
But
It's disgusting.
Okay, first of all, Thief, I don't think we'll ever take an out of town demo job again because that was ass.
Bull fucking shit.
Unless they agree to pay us the amount that we earn.
Up front. No, fuck it. Up front. After
Yeah.
this, it's from now on. It's up front.
So, do you guys have a bad job experience?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you watch the third one, I kind of briefly went over it, but
so
we can
okay,
actually talk
but-
about Rent It now.
Okay, look.
So,
the
like,
thing
the
is,
first- okay,
we
I'm gonna say-
rented, like 15 minutes for it, and then someone fucked up.
I had
No,
a quick
we didn't like the recording, and so we scrapped it. And I didn't feel like saying everything again for that 15-minute rant,
Yeah.
so we just left it out.
So I had like a quick where like I had like a job thing that I was about to do, and then like that day I was like, okay, it was a farming job, but it was like that day I was kind of like, okay, I can't go today because my mom's a weightlifter, so I was like, she had some weightlifting competition, so I was like, okay, I can't go that day. So he was like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna find someone else for the job, and I was like, okay,
At least you
whatever.
didn't get screwed on your money.
And then what?
10
This didn't get
fucking hours.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
hold on. Let me finish my fucking story.
Fuck.
Anyways, but yeah, so then the next time, it was the next day, he was like, oh, okay, I couldn't find anyone else. You want to do it today? And I was like, you already fucking told me no. And I was like, I can't do it today now because I have other plans. He said, okay, whatever. And then he actually said for like a third date or whatever. And then at that point, I was like, fuck this job because that just kept pissing me off. So I was like, I was done with it at that point. It was a farming job that was kind of like I got paid on what I did that day, like you know, because it's.
Shit, I wish Thief
kind of
got paid on that. We would have got paid good. At least, part of it.
Okay, but yeah.
12 and a half hours. Two of the hours were watching their bratty ass kids.
Oh bullshit, man! It was some bull.
20 minutes of it was actually a demolition job. The rest was just moving heavy shit.
Was it even 20 minutes?
No, it wasn't even that. Because once I stepped on the nail, I took the ceiling down like maybe 2.
You took it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're right.
So, like, I've had a terrible job in my life.
Shop.
No, the pawn shop was great. I love the pawn shop.
Pawn shops were cool.
The pawn shop was kick ass, dude. Like, my job was super chill. But no,
Pretty sure that's
worst
how I
job
got my
actually
excuse
had
pawn shop.
is like was at an auction. I used to work in an auction house. And
Okay, that sounds terrible.
it was kind of terrible in the sense that like the guy that ran it was an ass.
Ugh.
Okay, so
That's
like,
kind of some odd jobs, like a pawn shop and now a
Auction
like now an
house.
auction house. It's some odd jobs.
Actually, I
Yeah,
want to work at a pawn shop. How old do you have to be to work at a pawn shop?
well, like here's the thing. I wasn't actually on payroll.
Oh, you are one of the under table things.
Yeah, it was like an under the table thing to an extent. It was basically I came in, I helped sell items, I helped give stock out, I put stock up, I helped file paperwork and stuff like that. I wasn't allowed to touch the register or do any of the money or like sell weapons because we sold weapons. Like our biggest
Most
attraction
pawn shops
was
do.
weapons. Like I could handle the weapons, I could show weapons, and I could take them out of the case and like look at them, but I wasn't allowed to sell them. Anything else for me was free game. But like working at the pawn shop was the coolest shit because if no one was there, that means I could fuck around with anything in the pawn shop. And we had an entire music room with like guitars, like we had a drum kit in there at one point, and it was just the coolest thing.
Man, running a pawn shop would be fucking fun. Because, like, just getting a bunch of
One
random
project
shit.
at a time. We have the YouTube channel that's like steadily going right now. So we need to work on that first.
I'm just saying, man. I'm not saying now. I'm just saying. Pawn shop would be amazing to have.
Okay,
It'd be
but like,
fun.
in my time working at the pawn shop, you meet some weird ass people, dude.
Isn't
Some
that kind of
shady
the
ass
joy
dude
of it, though?
shows up when like sell you a snub nose 38. Say, yo, I'm afraid to take this now.
Okay, no, but like that's normal. Okay, that's a normal customer. The weirdest customer that I've ever seen that came into our pawn shop was this old gray-haired dude. So this guy came in out of nowhere. Like since I grew up in a small town, everyone knew everyone. So all of a sudden, this like gray-haired dude, long gray-haired dude, he looked like a hermit type, right? He comes in and he's browsing around our stuff, and he finds these old-timey Polaroid cameras, like. I'm talking like old timey Polaroid cameras where you gotta like
You
actually
got
go
like
out
that
buy.
drape and stuff.
Yeah, not that far, not that far. Like
Not that far.
it was just an old timey camera. But he goes up to my boss and he goes, okay, so here's the deal. And he sounds exactly like this. He goes, here's the deal. I need this camera, right? But I only need it for 3 months. I need this camera for 3 months, and then I'll return it to you. I'll sell it back to you. I'll even buy the film, and I'll give you the film back if I don't use it. But I need you to buy the film for me. I can get you the money, but I need you to buy the film. And he sounds exactly like
Rick
that.
from Rick and Morty.
Okay, well, he might have been Rick for Rick and Morty, but he's dead now.
Okay.
Okay,
Why
but
would you
like
dare insult Rick Sanchez?
I never like knew this guy. And my first encounter with him was when I was at a library. There was a local library that I went to like every day because they had free internet, and free internet is my shit. But
Definitely.
I was in there and I was sitting down with the computers just watching stupid YouTube videos and screwing around online. And this guy walks up to the computers where I'm at, pulls the chair directly beside me and sits down. And then he just sits there, doesn't get on the computer, doesn't do anything, just sits there. And he keeps glancing over at me like he's expecting me to say something. So I pause the video and I go, do you need help with something? And then he goes on this big long rant about like how he's been separated from his sister and he wants to contact his sister. And if I help him contact his sister, he'll give me some money. And I'm like, dude, I can't help you with this, but I can probably get you someone who can. So I told the library staff and they helped him out and then he left. But it wasn't until like months later that I found out that this guy had moved into the nursing home that was in town. And apparently he was like batshit crazy. He'd been caught on several accounts going over to the gas station that was a little like a ways from the nursing home. He'd break in out of his room on multiple accounts to go over to the gas station to take a shit. But not in the toilet, in the parking lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
You said in the parking lot?
In the parking lot.
Just for a little clarification, is it in the parking lot, just like on the ground, or is it like on cars?
On the ground. But he done it on multiple occasions, and then when he finally passed away, right? They went into his room, and something was odd with the room. Like no one had gone in there to open the door except for the nurses. And whenever they went in there to maintenance the room or maintenance him or like check his medication or anything like that, it'd be fine. But after he died, they went in there and there was this thick, musty, disgusting stench embedded in the room. Like they tried to clean it, and eventually they had to take everything out of the room and redo every single facility in that room because it smelled so bad.
My sister's tampon story?
No, not yet.
Not now.
We'll cover that in
Damn.
a different podcast.
But that's like the weirdest customer we've ever had. I didn't think he was a bad dude, but I found that out like months after he'd finally passed away.
All right. Well, we're sitting at an hour and 8.5 minutes. I'd like to actually really thank Captain Cordell for this because this was a really fun ass podcast.
I think this has to be one of my favorites, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, dude,
I-
I'm just glad.
Dude, hold up, pause. Did Jap really just say that after I mentioned that earlier?
Mention what earlier?
I'm like, this is probably my favorite episode right there when we were talking about jobs.
Hey,
and
both
shit.
you guys can have the same episode. Stop bitching, not women.
No, it's not that. It'd be fine if it was something else, but this is just every time I say something.
I'm just saying this is my favorite. What the fuck does it matter? I'm just saying I like this episode. This is probably my favorite one. Because this one was just fun. I honestly, Captain, I'd love to have you again on this because this was great.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah. Dude, I've had tons of fun.
So another thing is, I think we should maybe just. I still mainly want to do podcasts and crap, right? But I think we
Yeah.
should maybe go into some gaming sometime and maybe
So,
have it with
like,
you, Caps.
If you ever wanna, do you have an Xbox? You have an Xbox, right?
Nah,
Shit.
no.
He doesn't have an
I have
Xbox?
an Xbox, but like I don't use it. Like it doesn't
Do you
have.
have
It's not
a
hooked to any,
Do
like
you have a
anything live.
PC or PS4? Because I have
Yeah,
both.
I'm on the PC right now.
Well, I have a PC. It's not much of a gaming PC. I have an Alienware, so like that is a gaming. Yeah. Anyway, it's a crappy one. It's the Mark 11 or something.
Well, like,
But
if you ever just wanna like come back on the podcast, just text us over Discord or something.
yeah,
But
Oh, dude, whenever you guys like go in to start a podcast, just drop me a line, and I'll see if I can invite any of my friends if you want that. They're pretty cool dudes.
yeah, if you ever want to have your friends on here too, just let us
yeah,
know.
that'd be great though.
Yeah.
This was pretty fun. We're gonna have to call it quits though. We're at an hour and 10.
Yeah. This is actually longer than our very first video. All right, well, thank you. We look forward to having you again,
Yeah,
and
totally.
hope the viewers actually enjoy this video as much as we did.
See you guys.